Good afternoon, good evening, whatever the hell time it is. It's rainy and cold here, and it's just not pretty right now. Man, it's great when I use my real glasses. But anyway, good to see all y'all. And today, I'm kind of sitting back and chuckling a little bit outside of how much it's going to overall cost us. Because I hate to tell you this, folks, it's going to overall cost us. Every damn thing they do does. But we're in the middle of watching MAGA have a meltdown. Well, what a surprise. Once again, they are, they got through, they got elected, which, by the way, Democrats, take a damn lesson. Stick together, get the job done, fight it out afterwards. But that's what they're doing right now. They're fighting it out afterwards. They have a little meltdown going right now, and it's going to turn into a little more because this one goes at the core of what they think. This goes to the core of what MAGA and the MAGA supplicants believe in. But we have Laura Loomer. If any of you don't know who she is, that is a very miserable human being. Stone cold racist. Stone cold MAGA. Pretty much stone cold Nazi. If you take a look at where she's been and who she keeps company with, yeah, Laura Loomer's a fucking Christian nationalist Nazi. But she has now embroiled the MAGA base by, well, it's the combination. Hello, Nancy Halverson. It's good to see you, ma'am. But she has embroiled the MAGA base along with Elon Musk. And it's all about immigration. Now remember how strongly Trump ran on immigration. Fed the lies to the base, told them that was the biggest problem we have. That's the problem. Yeah. Somehow that was the root of the problem for everything. And by the way, they're propping up the economy, but somehow they were at the cause of it. So he ran on that, and he won on that, or ostensibly won on that. I don't know. As far as I'm concerned, the jury's still out. There's still a whole lot of what? How, 14 million less? If that's the case, y'all, you fucked up. If we had really 14 million less, yeah, that's on you. But all the same, he's going to be the next president, and that sucks, but it's a reality. But that's what he ran on. The whole brown people are scary. We shouldn't have them here. Our borders are too porous. We've been bringing too many people in. That was his whole run on it thing. And one of the things that he has been screaming about and getting the base all fired up about over the course of the last, 15 or so years, was the H-1B visas. And now it seems that MAGA has an H-1B virus because they are falling apart because of this shit. Laura Loomer is smacking Elon Musk, who, come on, Laura, he fair and square bought and paid for that presidency. $250,000? Come on, did you pay that much? I don't think so. And dear old Ramaswamy, same guy. He did a good job to buy that election too. And they're all for H-1B visas. If y'all don't know what H-1B visas are, they are the visas that are processed relatively quickly, at cost, hard to get if you aren't a rich person, but their whole purpose is to bring in what really are the best and the brightest. People that make a difference with their education, people with real skills, the kind of skilled labor force that we need to build up and help increase the diversity of this nation. We need those people, but for 15 years now, the orange shit stain has been smacking around the government for issuing the H-1B visas. That's a big problem. We've got to do something about this, and so on and so forth. Well, MAGA, including the likes of Laura Loomer, have glommed onto that talking point. And now that Musk and Ramaswamy have said, no, we need those, there's this inner battle going on. They're going to eat each other alive. Have to look at the history of all of that. In 2021, Trump, through his stooges, Ted Cruz and Jeff Sessions, he tried to end the program. He tried to end it completely. He wasn't able to do that. But his fighting against this goes all the way back to, well, before he was elected in 2016, and then in 2017, he put out the executive order, Buy American and Hire American. And it was supposed to knock back all of these H-1B visas. Deb Wilson, hello. Who else showed up here? Sue Thibodeau, glad to see you. Dorothy Tyndall's here. I'm glad to see that. And my friend Spirit, who I happen to know her real name, but I ain't telling it to you. She's here. Steve Badilli is here. That sounds like a very Italian name. I hope that you got some good recipes. But anyway, 2017, he did an executive order to try to fight this back. It didn't work. And he had his people revise approval considerations quite intentionally, making it a whole lot harder for the applicants for the H-1B visas. And again, folks, when I state something as a fact, I'm begging you, look it up. It is a damned fact. In 2015, the rejection rate, the denial rate in 2015 was 6%. In 2017, it jumped to 13%. In 2018, 24%. In 2019, it backed off a little bit, but still 21% rejection rate. That's a lot. At the same time, he took punitive actions against employers by revising the guidelines, making it more expensive, making it harder to get these people here, changing the rules how they would get here. He just really, really messed with the whole damn thing. But now, Icky on Musk, because of the smell, we all know that animals have a musky odor to them. I got a feeling he does too. And his sidekick, good old Tick Dick Rubber Salami, they're all for it. And they figure they bought the right to have more of these visas because they need them. The tech industry needs people with the skills, with the mentality, with the background and education to go forward and to make that an American initiative. Well, those two want these people really badly. The base, however, doesn't like that they have names like Tick Tick Rubber Salami, and so they're fighting like hell against it. And yeah, Dave Gertner, I gave that one to Ron Easton, but he hasn't replied to me yet, so I said, I'll try to say it. But yeah, I know that was pretty juvenile of me, but every now and then I'm a 13-year-old in a 68-year-old body. Anyway, one of the things that happened, one of the later things that the dickhead did in the end of his last administration was to, well, actually, Scott, in a lot of ways, make America great again, but Americans aren't good enough is not really the case. It's the number of people that we have available for this, but it isn't just the number of people. It's the number of people when you look at what an American worker that actually takes a little pride in himself demands. And when you have employers like Muskie and Tick Dick Rubber-Salami, that they are all about working their people to death. So they want to bring people in that will allow them to abuse them. That's where the rub comes in. So American workers aren't good enough. No, American workers are too good for the likes of those two. That's where the real problem comes in. But anyway, in 2020, the orange shit stain not only had been working against all of these H-1B visas, he pretty much suspended all visas as far as them coming in for everything. Scott, you're absolutely correct about that. If we weren't swamping our people in debt, I agree with you. But this is not a debate here, and I appreciate your input. I really do. And that all of that is absolutely true. However, the realities are this is how this is playing out. He shut down just about everything, including approvals of the H-1B visas. He just said, nope, no more of them. And all of this, when you look at it, speaks very clearly to the hypocrisy that is MAGA and his supporters, especially the ones that will pay $250,000 to get him elected, and the people that are real Americans, the people that unfortunately have been fooled by him and are that incredibly, bumfuzzled about the whole thing, that are in that incredibly bought into the whole damn scam, because that's exactly what they did. And that's exactly the hypocrisy that is MAGA. That is the hypocrisy that is the Republican Party right now. I want to speak to that. I'll speak to that right now. Because let's think about that for just a minute. We're sitting here listening to them now battle it out over people with the H-1B visas. How much does that have to do with you and I? Not a shit ton, outside of the fact that we need that tech industry to keep going as a nation. But, and I posted this from a meme, and I am just going to basically read from it because every word of it is true. Again, these are facts. You go look it up. If Republican policies are better for the economy and society, why are Republican states the poorest? They're the least educated, with the least well-paying jobs, with the most health problems, and overall have the highest dependence on welfare programs. Why is all of that true? Why is it true? Because of the hypocrisy that is MAGA, that is the Republican Party right now. It's not surprising, given that while they're still pissed about Hunter Biden getting a pardon, we have crickets, absolute crickets, about Matt Gaetz pretty much doing a carbon copy crime. We have all of the things out there that say that he was having all kinds of drug-fueled parties, this while he was paying for sex with underage people and everything else. Do any of you have a gun permit? I can reach in my wallet and get mine. I had to go through this. I had to answer the questions, the same ones that turned into Matt Gaetz screaming for an investigation. Finally, Hunter Biden pleaded guilty to the gun crimes, to the tax crimes. He paid his taxes back. We don't know yet how fucked Matt Gaetz' taxes are. We'll probably find out they're pretty bad too. But if he was doing all of these things, and there's plenty of evidence to say that he was, well, in that time, he bragged about getting this and that gun. There are videos of him in gun stores. Did you fill out that form? Because you were definitely doing those drugs and other crimes, because it also asks you about everything down to pretty much fucking traffic tickets. That we get crickets for? You don't see the hypocrisy there? I do. But my final take on all of that, go ahead. Let them implode. Let them eat themselves. Now, yes, it's going to hurt all of us with all of this. You think we got a do-nothing Congress right now, even with the majority? I bet they don't get shit done outside of fucking people over and giving more money to rich people. So it's going to hurt. These inner battles they have, they're going to hurt. But overall, we're going to get hurt anyway in the course of the next couple of years. We're going to take a pretty good lashing from this administration and its lackeys. That's going to happen anyway. So go ahead, let them fight it out. Let them rip each other to shreds. Yep, they won't get anything done, and that's going to be painful, but we're going to feel that pain anyway. Oh well. Maybe in 2026, we will finally see some kind of an enlightenment. Now, am I going to bet money on that? Nope. They pretty well surprised me so far with how fucking stupid they can be. But, who knows? Maybe if it gets hard enough for them too, maybe we'll finally see that awakening. One can hope. That is my hope for the new year. I hope y'all had a great holiday. I'm glad to be here with you still. Hope to be here with you for a good long while. In the meantime, I love you, America. Share this shit.